Alright, you guys, I'm here to review Minions. That's right, the Minion movie, it's the spin-off of the characters from the Despicable Me franchise. Let's talk about the plot of this movie first, before I discuss anything. The plot is basically, we meet the Minions, and we are following three Minions in particular. What is it? Kevin, Stuart, and Bob are the three that we're following in this one. And the Minions live to serve the baddest person ever. So, like, the baddest person around at that time. That's who they serve. And in this movie, the three Minions that we're following, Kevin, Stuart, and Bob, are trying to get to VillainCon, which is basically like a Comic-Con for supervillains. And they're trying to get to VillainCon and meet Scarlet Overkill, who's voiced by Sandra Bullock, who I'll talk about. And they want to work for her. Eventually, they do. They end up winning a contest that, they start serving Scarlet Overkill. And Scarlet Overkill wants to take the Queen's crown. And really, that's about the plot of the movie. Now, what I thought of Minions is, it's alright. But then again, I'm going to clarify and say that, I'm not really a big fan of the Minions. I know there's people my age, mostly chicks, that dig the Minions. But there are some dudes my age who like the Minions, and that's cool. But the Minions, they're alright characters, supporting characters. But for me, them leading a movie didn't really work all that well for me. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Actually, looking at it as a film as a whole, this movie's actually pretty decent. It's just, for me, personally, my personal enjoyment on it, I just thought it was okay. It had its moments where I was laughing, and it's had its moments where I'm like, alright, whatever, just get on to the next scene kind of thing. But I do want to talk about Sandra Bullock voicing Scarlet Overkill. I like Sandra Bullock a lot. I may not like every movie that she's in, but I love her she's in my top 5 favorite actresses of all time. I really do love Sandra Bullock a lot. I just might not love all the movies that she's been in, but I find she's always great in all of them. And even though it's just her voice, her voice as Scarlet Overkill really added to the movie a lot, and I think that helped it. The Minions themselves, Kevin, Stuart, and Bob, they're fun characters to follow. I did like following them a little bit. It's just like the jokes and like the poop humor and all that kind of stuff that would appeal to kids, which is fine because this movie is, targeted for children. So it works for them. The kids are going to have a blast. But I'm just saying, as an adult, this movie was just okay. The storyline, I'm fine with. The voice casting, I'm fine with. And the ending and stuff like that, I'm fine with. And the Minions themselves, I'm fine with, really. It's just the way that things were executed for me, it's kind of a mixed thing for me. But like I said, guys, I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's going to be a fun time if you're into the Minions. And I wasn't really that big on the first Despicable Me movie, I mean, it was fine for what it was, but to me it was nothing special. Despicable Me 2, I actually enjoy. I enjoy Despicable Me 2 quite a bit, actually. And the Minions in Despicable Me 2 in particular are great. The Minions had me rolling in Despicable Me 2. Despicable Me 1, again, they had their moments. But I think they work better as supporting characters in the Despicable Me movies as opposed to leading a film of their own. So that's my thoughts on the Minion movie. All in all, guys, like I said, I thought it was okay. I don't think it was horrible as an adult. Kids are going to love it for sure. Big fans of the Minions are going to love it for sure. This is all just my personal opinion. But then again, I'm not really the target audience. I'm not even really that big of a fan of the Minions. But I'm not, like I said, guys. I've said this before in this review, and I just want to clarify, make it sure it's clear that I don't think this is a bad movie. I just think it's not the right movie for me. That's all I'm saying here. All that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give Minions a B-. A B- because it does, like I said, I do like it, but, I've talked about it before in this review. If you have you guys seen the Minions? Have you guys seen Minions? I was just gonna call it the Minion movie, but whatever, same thing. Have you guys seen Minions yet? Comment down below and let me know. By the way, the ending of this movie is actually pretty cool. I love the way that this movie ended. What is your favorite? And I'm gonna leave this review off as a question. What is your favorite Minion? And what is your favorite, like, Despicable Me related movie? It's Despicable Me, Despicable Me 2, or Minions. Comment with your answers down below, and yeah. Well, see you later.